Hello everyone and welcome back to Vietnam Stock Market Opportunities. I am so happy to be with you today. And if you want to open a legal trading account, please contact us with the email Vietnamstockmarket.entry@gmail.com, Telegram Vietnamstockmarket.entry, with the phone number is 8491-432-6556. Or you can also scan the QR code on the screen so that we can support and assist you. You can also follow and subscribe. The other channel is Areca Capital's channel. The owner of this YouTube channel is Areca Hồng Nguyen. She is of Viet Capital Securities stock broker manager and a personal financial advisor. You can contact her with the phone number is 8491-432-6556 with the email home.nguyen@vcsc.com.vn. We always welcome you to our office on the 11th floor, 109 Trần Đạo Street, Hoàn Kiếm District, Hà Nội, Vietnam. And now I would like to talk to you about one enterprise that is KBC. Industrial Park pipeline expansion continues. Changkat to be delayed. Founded in 2002, KBC is an industrial park developer in Vietnam. KBC and its associates owns 5,000 hectares of industrial land. Most of KBC's land is in industrial hubs in northern Vietnam. KBC's major clients include LG, Foxconn, Canon, and Gore-Tex. On the 22nd of October 2020, the current price of King Box City KBC is 21,450 Vietnam dong, and the target price is 42,700 Vietnam dong. And now we come to the report, which was collected by Viet Capital Securities about King Box City. With the industry is industrial park real estate. On August the 25th, 2022, with the current price is 37,250 Vietnam dong. Target price is 42,700 Vietnam dong. Upside to target price plus 14.6%. Industrial park pipeline expansion continues. Changkat to be delayed. We raise our target price for KBC by 2.6% to 42,700 Vietnam dong per share, but downgrade our rating to outperform from buy as KBC's share price has increased 20% in the last 3 months. Our high target price is mainly thanks to, firstly, our incorporation of new industrial park projects in Long An province with a total site area of 1,365 hectares, which is partially offset by, secondly, our 0.5 ppt increase in our risk-free rate assumption, and 3, rescheduling our bulk sales assumption for the Changkat urban area to start in 2023 forward, compared to previously 2022 forward. Due to our delayed bulk sales recognition for the Changkat urban area, we cut our 2022 forward net profits after tax MI forecast by 16%. Meanwhile, we edged up our aggregate 2023 to 2025 forward, net profits after tax MI forecast by 1.6% as we assume new industrial park projects in Long An province will start industrial park land sales recognition in 2024 forward. For 2022 forward, we forecast revenue growth of 15% year-over-year to 4.9 trillion Vietnam dong, 213 Vietnam dong million US dollar, with net profits after tax MI surging 363% year-over-year to 3.6 trillion Vietnam dong, 157 million US dollar, which are mainly driven by a year-over-year increase in our urban area land sales forecast and a non-cash abnormal gain from the revaluation of 2.4 trillion Vietnam dong, 104 million US dollar in H1 2022. We believe KBC is a major beneficiary from the structural shift of global manufacturing to Vietnam and has a track record of attracting major tenants such as LG, Foxconn, Luxshare, Canon, and Goertek. Additionally, KBC has increased its exposure to urban area development. Downside risk to our positive view: delays in launching new projects and/or investment delays from potential customers. We expect the Changkat urban areas bulk sales to be recognized in 2023 forward. We now assume 30 hectares of bulk sales for the Changkat urban area in 2023 forward compared to previously 2022 forward. Currently, this project is undergoing ground filling. Our new assumption is more conservative than KBC's guidance announced at its AGM in June 2022 due to our observation that financing activities have been slower than expected, especially in the residential real estate sector, while there have also been slower than expected approvals for amending the detailed development plan of the project. Approvals for new industrial park projects to fuel medium and long-term outlook. As of Q2 2022, KBC has had remaining leasable area of only 260 hectares in its industrial park projects that are in sales progress. However, KBC obtained investment approval from the government in 2021-2022 for 3 IPs in Long An province, with a total site area of 1,365 hectares, as well as 400 hectares of industrial clusters projects in Long An and Hưng Yên provinces. We believe these new industrial parks and industrial cluster projects will be medium and long-term drivers for KBC's industrial park segments. We continue to factor KBC's upcoming private placement into our forecast and valuation. We expect KBC's upcoming private placement to be 150 million shares, equivalent to 20% of current outstanding shares, at an assumed price of 30,000 Vietnamdong per share. This private placement is expected to occur in H2 2022, following approval from the State Securities Commission of Vietnam, SSC. Now we move to the H1 2022 recap. Weekend sales. Other non-cash abnormal gain drives profit growth. This is of the figure 1, KBC's H1 2022 results. Industrial park land sales in H1 2021 is 80.8 hectares. H1 2022 is 16.6 hectares. BCSC comments. In H1 2022, KBC only recorded 16.6 hectares of land sales, which were mainly derived from the Tân Phú Trung Industrial Park in Ho Chi Minh City, compares to 80.8 hectares of total industrial park land sales recognition in H1 2021, mainly from 40.9 hectares in the Guangzhou Industrial Park, 21.9 hectares in the Tân Phú Trung Industrial Park, and 14.7 hectares is the Nam Sơn Hạp Lĩnh Industrial Park. Urban area land sales. KBC's H1 2022 urban area land sales were mainly from the Chengdu urban area projects. Total site area of 42 hectares in sales process in Haiphong. Revenue in H1 2021 is 2,752. In H1 2022 is 1,087. Gross profits in H1 2021 is 1,572. In H1 2022 is 477. Net income from affiliates. KBC's net income from affiliates in H1 2022 was mainly driven by profits coming from Saigon Tel Cheese SC. Other gains. BCSC comments. KBC's recognized a non-cash abnormal gain of 2.4 trillion Vietnamdong, $104 million in H1 2022, which was from the revaluation of KBC's invested stakes in Saigon Da Nang Investment GSC, as KBC's increased its ownership in this company from 19.5% to 48% in Q2 2022. Saigon Da Nang Investment JSC is the developer of the Liên Chiểu Industrial Park, total site area of 289 hectares. Huakai Expansion Industrial Park, total site area of 133 hectares, and several urban area projects such as Dragon City and Bảo Tràm Lakeside in Da Nang. Net profits after tax MI, strong year-over-year profits growth was driven by a 2.4 trillion Vietnamdong, $104 million non-cash revaluation gain. And now we move to the 2022 outlook. We expect urban area segments to driven profits, no contribution from Chiangkat urban area in H2 2022 forward. IP Industrial Park Land Sales VCSC Assumptions. We raised our 2022 forward industrial park land sales assumption to 110 hectares, less than 5% year-over-year compared to previously 104 hectares, which is mainly thanks to our higher industrial park land sales forecast for the Tân Phú Trang Industrial Park in Ho Chi Minh City. Urban area land sales VCSC assumptions. We cut our 2022 forward urban area land sales forecast to 9.4 hectares compared to previously 37.4 hectares. As one, we delay our bulk sales assumption of 30 hectares for the Changkat urban area to start in 2023 forward, compares to previously 2024 forward, which is partly offset by our higher 2022 forward urban area land sales forecast for the Chengdu urban area projects of 6 hectares, compared to previously 4 hectares, thanks to higher than expected and sales in H1 2022. Apart from urban area land sales coming from the Chengdu urban area, we forecast 3.4 hectares of urban area lands to sales recognition from the Phúc urban area and 2022 forward, unchanged compared to our previous forecast. The project has also finished construction and is awaiting final approvals from local authorities before starting delivery. Net income from affiliates VCSC assumptions. We increase our forecast in accordance with higher than expected H1 2022 results. Net other gains. We raised our 2022 forward net other gains to 2.4 trillion Vietnam dong, about $106 million as we incorporate non-cash abnormal gains incurred in H1 2022. Net profits after tax MI. We expect H2 2022 forward profits to be driven by industrial park and urban area land sales and no non-cash gains. And now I will show you the information about valuation. Now let's take a look on the screen. We value KBC using the RNAV method with an unchanged 10% discount. We value KBC's industrial park and urban area projects, which are under development or which we expect to launch within 1 year using the DCF method. Our valuation does not include industrial park projects for which KBC has not yet progressed to land acquisition and or clearance, nor received the necessary approval to launch. These projects include the Bình Giang Industrial Park that is located along the Hanoi and Haiphong Expressway in Hải Dương and other planned projects in Hải Dương, Long An, and Da Nang, for which we have limited information. We value other assets at BV, which only include investments in associates. This is the Figure 3 valuation summary. Figure 4. Our main assumptions for the Chang'an urban area private placement plan. At the 2022 EGM that was held on February the 10th, 2022, shareholders approved a private placement and plans for a maximum of 150 million shares, equivalent to 20% of current outstanding shares, compares to 26% in our previous update report due to a bonus share assurance of the first in June 2022. The details of KBC's upcoming private placement are as follows. Number of shares to be issued, maximum of 150 million shares. Issuing price equal to 80% of average closing price of 30 trading days prior to the date Vietnam State Securities Commission SSC approves KBC's private placement documents. Accordingly, we assume the issuing price of 3,000 Vietnam dong per share compares to 50,000 Vietnam dong per share previously due to a bonus share issuance of three third in June 2022. Expected issuing timeline in 2022 after SSC approval. The lock-off period is 36 months for strategic shareholders and 18 months for professional investors. Year 5. Weighted annual cost of capital summary. Year 6. WACC. Weighted annual cost of capital sensitivity analysis on target price. Comparable peers. We have selected industrial park developers that have similar market size and land banks to KBC. Apart from Vietglacier, the other industrial park developers mainly have exposure to industrial park developers in southern Vietnam. KBC is trading at attractive valuation with PB of 1.7 times, which is 55% discount to 1 year average of year median. Adjusted PB of 3.9 times. Figure 7. Here's Gingbox City. Market cap is 1,202 million US dollar. Recommendation history. Figure 8. Historical VCSC target price compares to share price. This is the actual price and the target price. Appendix. KBC's industrial parks. The Changdu 3 Industrial Park, which has a total site area of 687 hectares, is an expansion phase of the Chengdu 1, 188 hectares, and Chengdu 2, 214 hectares. Industrial parks in Haiphong. The Chengdu 1 and 2 industrial parks are included in the Canhai Dinghu economic zone, which has the highest tax incentives and for tenants in Vietnam. The Chengdu 2 industrial park only took around 3 years to become fully occupied thanks to its anchor tenant, LG Corporation. At end 2020, LG Corporation has three major companies investing in the Chengdu Industrial Park, including LG Display with a total investment capital of 2.5 billion US dollar, LG Electronic 1.5 billion US dollar, and LG Innotech 1.5 billion US dollar. On February 7, 2021, Haiphong delivered one amended investment certificate for LG Display to raise its investment capital by 750 million US dollar to 3.25 billion US dollar. On March 25th, 2021, the government approved to include the Chengdu 3 industrial park, total site area of 687 hectares in the Dinghu Canhai electronic zones in Haiphong. Investment in the Nam Tân Tạo Industrial Park, Long An Province, was approved on August the 22nd, 2021. The project has owned total site area of 244.74 hectares in Cần Duộc District, Long An Province. The total invest cost is 2.6 trillion Vietnam dong, 112 million US dollar. The Saigon Tel Long An Limited Company is the developer of this industrial park. KBC owns a 25% stake in this company, while Saigon Tel owns the remaining 75% stake. Investment in the Tân Tạo Industrial Park, Long An Province, was approved in March 2022. The project has total site area of 654 hectares in Cần Duộc District, Long An Province. The total investment cost is 9.9 trillion Vietnam dong, 430 million US dollar. The Long An Development and Investment Joint Stock Company is the developer of this industrial park, which KBC owns a 57% stake in this company. Investment in the Lộc Giang Industrial Park, Long An Province, was approved in April 2022. The project has a total site area of 466 hectares in Đức Hòa District, Long An Province. The total investment cost is 5.2 trillion Vietnam dong, 226 million US dollar. The Saigon Tây Bắc Urban Development Joint Stock Company is the developer of this industrial park, which KBC owns a 72% stake in this company. KBC's urban areas. The Chiang Cat urban areas is located around 10 kilometers from Gatby International Airport and is adjacent to the Hanoi-Haiphong Expressway. The Changat urban area has a total site area around 585 hectares and sellable area of around 250 hectares. Tiers 10. Changat urban areas location and master plan. Financial statements. Recessive rating system. And yeah, that brings me to the end of my presentation about KBC. Hope this video and some informations will be useful for you. And thank you for your listening. See you next time.